Hi, my name's Ed, Chief Marketing Officer here at Career Foundry, and today I've been told I'm going to be reviewing 3 digital marketing portfolios from around the web. Now, in my role as Chief Marketing Officer, I've interviewed for a broad range of different jobs, whether it's designers or developers or product managers or marketers. And I find with a lot of the different roles in tech, such as designers and developers, they almost always submit a portfolio with their application. And with digital marketing applications, typically it's more like 20 or 30%. But those 20 or 30% have a huge advantage over their peers, because obviously I can dive into the portfolio and really see the kind of work that they've done in the past and the kind of experience that they've got. So for me, this is a shift that I'd really like to see in the digital marketing industry, that every time I get an application, there's also a portfolio attached, exactly the same way that as if I get an application for a UX design role or a UI design role, then there's always a portfolio to reference. So that begs the question, what should an ideal digital marketing portfolio actually contain? Well, I think it can be broken down to 6 things. First of all, who you are. So this means a specific sentence about your current professional focus and maybe a couple of sentences about your professional background. Secondly, the kind of skills and services you provide. Thirdly, the kind of tools and systems that you're acquainted with or an expert in. Next up are samples of your work, and this could be from your educational background, it could be from work that you've done for a freelance client, it could also be work that you've done in-house potentially. And this generally makes up the body of the portfolio and is the most important thing, as it's the thing that the hiring manager and potential clients really dive into to see how you work. Next up is proof points, and this can also take a few different forms. It could be the actual marketing collateral that you produced during these projects. It could be testimonials from happy clients. It could also be data points from successful campaigns, or it could be a mixture of all of those things. And finally, the contact details. So how is a hiring manager or a potential freelance client ideally going to reach out to you? So when I'm reviewing portfolios, regardless of the profession, whether it's a UX designer or a web developer or a digital marketer, then I'm always looking for 3 things or 3 principles that are fulfilled. One of them is that it's purposeful, another that it's specific, and another that it's clear. So what does purposeful mean? Purposeful means that the applicant knows the kind of company and the kind of role that they're aiming for. Are they aiming for a freelance role or an in-house role? And the company that they're applying to, are they looking for startups and small companies or established companies? Because this is really going to change the nature of the portfolio. If they're going for a small company, for example, you're probably going to want to show off a broad skill set. And if you're aiming for a more established company, they're going to be looking for much more specific, more fragmented roles and expertise in those roles. So the second principle is being specific. You want to be specific about the exact skill set that you provide and the value that you provide, and potentially also about the industry that you want to get into. So whether that's edtech or e-commerce. Again, these factors really influence the kind of messaging that you have in your portfolio and potentially the kind of projects that you want to showcase as well. And the final principle is being clear or clarity, just making sure that the portfolio is presented in a nice, intuitive and clear way, and that it can be readily navigated by the hiring manager. If there's any complexity or unnecessary complexity there, the hiring manager is going to bounce and is going to start looking at other portfolios. You have to consider they might have 60 or 70 to review for any application. So now you know as a hiring manager what I want to see in a portfolio and the kind of principles that underlie the production of a good portfolio. Let's dive in and look at our first sample. Okay, so I have a Career Foundry blog post here entitled 9 awesome marketing portfolio examples to inspire you. What should I do next?
Just scroll down to the third one.
So 3 of 9, okay. Then Diana Mayfield.
Yeah, click on that and just review it.
Okay, so I've hit the homepage or the index page. Here I'm seeing emotional analytics.